This is literally the saddest thing I think I've seen in a long time.
Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in for another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Shelby. I'm the crazy cat lady of the drama community here on YouTube. I bring you the tea 7 days a week with the help of my investigative research team, Mr. and Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty is the brains around here and Mr. Kitty is the face, which sometimes means that he brings us a little bit of clickbait. It's easy to forgive him because he's so cute. So if you like cats and you like tea, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget that all Shelby Bells ring the bell.
Okay, let's get into this drama. But before we do, fast forward if you're not into hearing about the personal stuff, about what's going on in my life, all of that. If you are into it, then listen up, but I'll put a little timestamp here for you if you're not interested in hearing all of that and just want to get to the drama. But it has been a crazy Mr. Kitty. Sorry, Mr. Kitty decided to get active and knocked over the tripod. But speaking of Mr. Kitty, if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or you saw my community post, you saw that Mr. Kitty was not doing well. He had some issues with his bladder and his urine. And so the past day has been very, very stressful for me and very, very productive at the same time. Before all of this happened, I filmed a bunch of Vlogmas content and I filmed some Vlogmas content today. And it has just been very, very stressful though, dealing with Mr. Kitty. He is doing better. He has a new food that is very expensive. So when you guys watch the ads on my video, that will help more than ever because his food, I spent $150 at Petco, and this food will last me about a month, but that is easily almost 3 times what I was paying for his food. Now, I think that the dry food that I bought will last me a pretty long time because it's a big bag and it filled up the little carton that I keep it in. We'll see, but he is doing better. I'm monitoring him and watching him to make sure he's good, giving him pain medication if he needs it. He doesn't seem like he needs it. He did get like a half dose of the pain medication earlier. He got a dose of the pain medication when he first got home, and then he got a second dose, I would say half dose because I don't know how much he got of it because he didn't eat the whole plate of food. But I'm sure he got like at least a half dose of it, and he seems good at this point now. So oh my god, yeah, I am monitoring him and making sure. I don't know, you guys, I got a lot going on. The tripod's messing up, Mr. Kitty knocked it over and then it started falling. But I'm monitoring him to make sure he's okay, but he does have a little life in him now, and so I think he's doing okay, and he has gone to the bathroom and he is drinking a lot of water, so he seems to be doing. Yes, are you doing better? You were a sick kitty, right, baby? Mr. Kitty, I don't want you to feel like you don't have to work today. You can have the day off, baby. You can have the day off, baby. You don't have to be here on camera if you don't want to today. You don't have to, baby. Not if you don't want to, okay? You have a sick day. Mr. Kitty, I keep telling him he can take a sick day. He's just like his mama. He didn't know how to take a sick day. But anyway, so he's doing well. I do have, oh, don't do that. I do have something coming for one of the vlogs I'm putting out that kind of goes and tells you the story of what we went through that night and everything, because I wanted to share that with you guys. Mr. Kitty is so connected to you guys. You guys are so connected to him. He's a huge part of my channel, and I'm petting him down here, you can't see. And so I didn't want to film the whole thing that happened, but at the same time, like, I couldn't not. Like, I felt like I just had to tell you guys, had to show you guys what was going on with him, bring you along on that journey, because he's my baby, but you guys have a strong affection for him too, and I thought that you guys might want to see it. So I do have a video coming out about Mr. Kitty's journey and everything that that he went through with his health coming, so that'll be out sometime this week. I don't know, I think it's coming out on December 5th, whenever that is. You'll see that. But yeah, anyway, so let's get into this this drama in this video. So when I have a lot going on and I don't have time to research my own drama, and more often than not, that has been the case lately, just with everything I have going on. Ow, baby, don't do that. With everything I have going on in my life, with the move, and then Mr. Kitty getting sick, and then let's not forget, it is November, December in the restaurant industry, and we are balls to the wall, right? And so it has been a lot. I oftentimes look to other drama channels that post every single day to help me kind of figure out what's going on with the news. And one of those people that I oftentimes go to is Peter Mon, because Peter Mon uploads almost every single day for drama, and I really honestly enjoy watching his videos. I feel in a way that Peter Mon's videos are kind of similar, not in a way we're completely different, but in a way our videos kind of do the same thing, where we kind of just like get off on tangents about different things and we kind of like ramble. And I feel like the people that watch Peter Mon really enjoy him for who he is and not just the straight facts of the news. And I kind of feel like a lot of the people that watch this channel are kind of the same way, where it's like, you know, I enjoy hearing about, you guys enjoy hearing about my life, you enjoy hearing about other things besides just the straight news from me. And so I kind of feel like we're very similar in that aspect. But I was watching his video, and he actually did a video about Deaf Noodles. And when I saw he did a video about Deaf Noodles, I was intrigued, because Deaf Noodles blocked me on Twitter, which doesn't mean I can't access his account, but it does mean that because of I haven't wanted to check for him. I haven't been looking for him, because I mean, to be honest, I don't care. And he's boring. He's fallen off. His live streams are getting 30 viewers, you know, and I have more than that in my live streams sometimes. You know, his videos are getting views that my videos, when they do well, the videos that do well, those kind of views. And I have 5,000 subscribers. He has like 500,000. So it's just like no one cares anymore. And I've said this before in live streams, but I never made a video about it. And so I thought today was the day to make the video. You know why? Also because drama's slow. There's not much going on. I have a video about that coming up too. And it's just, I mean, why not, right? So Deaf Noodles, he has had one of the fastest declines and fastest falls I've ever seen of any kind of creator on YouTube. And it is just alarming. I mean, it almost is kind of weird, because like, when you think about the fact that his subscriber count is still so high, but then just literally nobody checks for him, it makes you kind of wonder, and it makes you kind of think, what is going on with this guy? I don't understand how he still has so many subscribers, but his views are so low. I don't know if people just aren't bothering to unsubscribe, or if people are just kind of like done and bored with it, but they just don't care enough to go and unsubscribe. I don't know. But it's one of the fastest declines I've ever seen from any social media person ever. And then also, I just don't understand what he's doing anymore, because if you remember, he was doing this whole thing on YouTube, right, where he was doing celebrity news, doing the drama, doing the commentary, doing all those vibes, right? And he was doing so well with that. I mean, he was doing so well. I mean, the Minecraft cat ear era was a really good time for Deaf Noodles. He was making money, he was getting views, he was literally providing the news. I mean, he was nonstop with the news. He was the source for the news. I've said this a million times. I used to go to Deaf Noodles Instagram and Deaf Noodles Twitter page to find out what I wanted to talk about, because he was always the first one with the tea. I don't know if that was a team or like somebody he had working for him finding all that information out. It was a combination of him and somebody else, but he was the source, dude. He was the source. And it just all took a sharp decline and turn when he decided to do this roast battle thing. He decided to do this roast battle thing, said he wasn't going to do the drama thing anymore. He didn't want to be a part of that community anymore. He did this, that, and the other. He was done with it. And then he blocks all the drama channels. You know, he starts doing these roast battles. And then in the roast battles, he's like attacking a creator that he literally told to pull up or shut up. And he attacks him in the audience physically, causing him harm. And it's just the story is crazy. He does this crazy trip with his assistant to Burning Man, and he doesn't provide proper accommodation for her, and all of this, that, and the other with that situation. And it just, I don't know if it's all the accumulation of all of these actions that just made people just like say, I'm done, this is so cringe, I can't. I don't know if it's just like Dennis said that he was going to do these roast battles. He was a comedian and this is what his channel is now. Like, he's going to post these comedy shows, and then people watch them and they were just so gosh darn awful that people just said, I don't care anymore. I'm not going to watch these. And like, I'm not interested in your content anymore because like, this is what you're putting out and it's horrible. So I'm not going to watch it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he just like literally went through and offended, because it's not just drama channels he blocked random other people too. Anybody who showed him the least bit of criticism, they got blocked. So I don't know if he pissed off enough people by just going on this huge, massive blocking spree on Twitter or what, but he has had one of the fastest, steepest declines of anybody I've ever seen in my life. And what Peter was saying, and I'm going to kind of piggyback on that in this video because I think that it's a good topic to talk about. I think that it's, you know, an interesting point, is that would Dennis be able to turn any of this around for himself? Because before, he really did have such a hold on a lot of us here on YouTube. Drama channels, I mean, it's not just me that went to him for the drama. A lot of drama channels saw his news that he posted and decided to make videos about it. It was not just me and the smaller ones, okay? And so if he were to go back, but the thing is, he can't just go back to doing that, even though I think he's starting to make videos about news again, but they're not getting any views. If he can't go back to what he had before without taking some accountability for the really crappy, shitty things that he said and he did during this time. Because I didn't even mention in this the whole thing with Papa Gut, which kind of like sparked the whole cancellation of Dennis, the whole thing with Papa Gut, and then the whole thing with the shotgun comment, and all of these different things. And he has to, if he wants his YouTube career back, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that he claims, and this is what Peter said too, and I agree with it, right? I agree. He said that, you know, Dennis claims that he doesn't care about YouTube. He doesn't care about this, that, and the other. But you keep posting, my guy. You keep posting videos. You're staying active. And so I do think you care at some point, because you're not working at the Marshalls. You're not working at the Applebee's. You're still making content, and that's your career. So obviously you do care about it, because if you don't care about it and you give it up, then you're going to be working at a Taco Bell, okay? Or what have you, wherever it is. And I honestly can't imagine anybody that was making the amount of money that Dennis was making on YouTube. I don't know what Dennis, you know, what his bank account looks like. I don't know any of that. But I would assume that it was a pretty good amount of money that he was making on YouTube. I can't imagine anybody just saying, I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I'm washing my hands of it. I just don't care. And then just going to work at the Marshalls and then calling it a day. And because the thing is, and mind you, I mean, he could manage his money a little bit better than people, who knows, but unless I think it was a good amount of money, but it's not the amount of money that sets you up for life, right? I think if Jaclyn Hill says, hey, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm just going to go and do my thing, she'll be set. She has businesses she's built. She has a lot of money, right? And she has a lot of assets. Jeffree Star can do that. Shane Dawson could probably do that. You know, all these huge YouTubers can probably do that, but Jack Noodles isn't that big, not that big. So I don't think that he would be able to just rest and live the same life. I think he would have to find some way to supplement his income. And then that goes into, well, what were you doing before that? You've always been an actor and all this stuff. Then you're back to being a struggling actor or a struggling comedian. And most struggling actors and struggling comedians have day jobs. And what do a lot of them do? They work in service, they work in retail, they work as a bartender, they do all these things that allows them the free time to focus on pursuing their other things, right? I'm an example of that. I'm a server, and I'm also pursuing YouTube. And I just don't see him saying, I'm done with this, I'm just gonna give it all up. So, and he's posting, so he definitely does still care. But he's not going to get his audience back unless he takes accountability for the things he's done. And that has been the thing with Deaf Noodles, or Dennis, whatever the hell you want to call him, since all of this even started. He has been somebody who has refused to take any sort of accountability for anything that he has done this entire time, which is a large part of the reason that people do not mess with Dennis anymore. It's a huge part of the reason. And it brings into question, I mean, by the way, the roast battles they're just gone. The roast battles are done. They've disappeared into thin air, and it's almost as if they never even existed. Like I said, I'm not looking for Deaf Noodles. Peter said he was looking for Deaf Noodles, and Deaf Noodles only mentioned the roast battle or like a comedy show at all once in the past month, and then that was it. So he did all this stuff. It was a huge failure. It looks like he just aborted ship with it because it was a huge failure. And now he is just, I don't know if he's just like saying, hey, forget everything that happened. The world's gonna forget. It'll go back to normal, whatever. But I don't think in this case, without a fair amount of, I mean, it's gotta be a long time probably. And in this case, honestly, I don't, because he was like, with nothing else really happening, he really became like the drama to talk about for a while because nothing else was going on. And I just don't, I know, miss, I know it. And I just don't think that he is going to be able to come back and pretend like nothing happened and just continue to do what he used to do before all of this crazy crap happened without taking any kind of accountability for his actions. I think he's going to have to, you think he's gonna have to come forward and make a video, miss? I do too, miss. I do too. I think he's gonna have to make a video and take accountability and really do it and not, brush around it and make an apology. And then I think that he still will have lost a lot of people, but I think he'll be able to make it back and build himself back up from that. That's just truly how I feel. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Deaf Noodles and the fall of Deaf Noodles, if you will. This video, by the way, has been on my back burner of videos to create for literally over a month, close to 2 months now. This video has been on my back burner of videos that I want to make, the downfall of Deaf Noodles and what happened to Deaf Noodles. But it hasn't been relevant enough for me to even attempt to make it because nobody cares anymore, and it's just so sad. But let me know what y'all think of Dennis and this whole thing in the comment section down below. Do you think he can come back from everything that happened? Do you think he wants to come back from it? Do you think he's trying to make us forget that it ever even was a thing? Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. And that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember that all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from. I know it, miss. Miss says she would love it if you did that and watch the ads because your mama needs to make a little bit of extra money. Isn't that right, miss? It is right, miss. We need that ad revenue, so y'all please watch these ads. Please watch these ads, y'all. Please watch these ads. Oh my God. Okay. And aside from that, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.